Ever get the feeling the truth is being edited, or worse, deleted? Governments around the world hide secrets in plain sight. From secret bunkers to silent surveillance, some truths are buried beneath decades of cover-ups. But today we dig them up. This is mind-blowing facts, and these are 25 shocking facts the government doesn't want you to know. You're not paranoid. You're just paying attention. 1. Internet kill switches. In many countries, the internet isn't a right. It's a privilege that can be revoked instantly. From Iran to India, governments have flipped a switch and shut off access to suppress protests or control information. 2. The US hired Nazi scientists after World War II. The US quietly brought over 1,500 Nazi scientists under Project Paperclip. Some had ties to slave labor and SS war crimes. Their reward? US citizenship, clean records, and jobs at NASA. They helped build the rockets that took Americans to the moon. 3. War means profit. Every time a war continues, defense contractors get richer. Companies like Raytheon and Lockheed Martin benefit from endless conflict under cost-plus contracts. The longer it drags on, the more they earn. Soldiers die, taxpayers pay, and corporations smile. War is business, and business is good. 4. The US military is everywhere. With 750-plus bases in over 80 countries, the US has the largest military footprint in human history. Maintaining this global empire costs around $80 billion per year. It brings jets, tanks, and drones, but also chemical pollution and cultural friction, all while education, healthcare, and infrastructure at home remain underfunded. 5. Burn pits sickened thousands. In Iraq and Afghanistan, US forces burned trash, plastic, batteries, and human waste in massive open-air pits. Troops inhaled toxic smoke for years. Many came home with cancer, lung disease, and no answers. The government denied responsibility for a decade until public outcry forced change. 6. Deadly drugs were FDA-approved painkillers like Vioxx, and diet pills like Fen-Phen were approved by the FDA, then recalled after thousands died. 7. Forever chemicals were kept quiet. PFAS, used in Teflon and firefighting foam, were once hailed as miracle compounds. But they don't break down. They build up in your body, link to cancer, birth defects, and hormone damage. The public was kept in the dark for decades. Today, PFAS are found in the blood of nearly every American. 8. Billionaires pay less tax than you. The richest Americans pay as little as 0 to 4% in real taxes, thanks to loopholes and legal tricks. They borrow against their stocks, avoid income, and stash money in trusts. Meanwhile, everyday workers lose up to 30% of every paycheck. The system isn't broken, it's rigged to work like this. 9. 3,000 wrenches and 1,200 toilet seats defense contractors have sold the US military coffee pots for $644 and wrenches for $3,000. 10. Your phone is a federal snitch. Your smartphone quietly sells your location and behavior data, not just to advertisers, but to law enforcement. 11. The post office photographs. Every envelope. Since 2001, the US Postal Service has photographed every single piece of mail, front and back. It's called mail isolation control and tracking, and those images are stored for 30-plus days. Police can access them without a warrant. Even old-school mail isn't safe from surveillance. 12. License plate readers. Track your every move cameras now scan thousands of license plates per minute, logging your location and movements. The data is shared with police, insurers, landlords, even advertisers. In some cities, they store it forever. Your car isn't just driving, it's reporting. 13. You're under watch. Post 9/11 laws gave the government power to collect your calls, messages, and app activity with little oversight. Stingrays, data subpoenas, and secret gag orders keep it all hidden. Smartwatches, fitness apps, even grocery apps. 14. You can be blacklisted without charges. The government's no-fly and watch lists contain over 1 million names. Many added with no trial or charges. You might only find out at the airport or a government building. There's no easy way to appeal. 15. Just 6 corporations control the news. Despite the illusion of choice, 6 companies own most of what you see and read, including Comcast, Disney, and Warner Brothers. They control newspapers, TV, movies, radio, and streaming. Stories that threaten corporate partners often don't get told. It's not censorship, it's manufactured consent. 16. The CIA orchestrated a coup in Iran. In 1953, the CIA and Britain's MI6 overthrew Iran's elected leader for nationalizing oil. They installed a brutal Shah and sparked decades of unrest. The 1979 revolution and modern tensions trace back to this move. It's a textbook case of foreign policy blowback. 17. Spyware comes built in. Some software and device updates contain hidden backdoors for government surveillance. In 2015, Juniper admitted its network routers had a secret master password. Experts believe the NSA inserted it, but criminals used it too. Weaknesses for spying often become tools for hacking. 18. The internet was born from military fear. In 1969, the Pentagon created ARPANET, the first internet, to survive nuclear war. It was built for the Cold War, but became the backbone of civilian internet. 19. Doomsday. Bunkers are real. Across the U.S., hidden bunkers like Cheyenne Mountain and Raven Rock are built to house officials during catastrophe. Some are under 2,000 feet of rock, stocked with food and weapons. They're designed to survive nuclear blasts. When disaster hits, they go underground. We don't. 20. The FBI spied on civil rights leaders. From the 1950s to 70s, the FBI's COINTELPRO infiltrated civil rights groups and anti-war protests. 21. Emergency powers. Never expire. U.S. presidents have declared 70-plus national emergencies, and most are still active. From the Iran hostage crisis to drug trafficking, these declarations give sweeping authority. 22. The FBI posed as journalists. In 2007, the FBI posed as Associated Press reporters to trick a suspect into installing spyware. It set off a firestorm among real journalists. 23. The U.S. has intervened everywhere. From coups in Chile and Iran to proxy wars in Nicaragua and Iraq, the U.S. has toppled governments around the world. 24. Foreign Powers Fund. U.S. think tanks Qatar, China, Saudi Arabia, and others have donated millions to major U.S. think tanks. These centers shape policy, publish papers, and influence lawmakers. 25. MK Ultra was real and terrifying. In the 1950s, the CIA ran MK Ultra, testing LSD, electroshock, and torture on unsuspecting Americans. Some victims lost their memories or died. Most records were destroyed. This wasn't fiction, and it was taxpayer-funded mind control. The scars are still real. The full truth may never be known. Like this video, subscribe to Mind-Blowing Facts.